Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of 15-Minute Builds. And in today's episode, we are going to be building a log cabin, a mountain home almost. I know we kind of did a log cabin sort of thing last episode, but this one I actually like a lot more. This is very, very similar to the house I built recently in my Life in the Woods Renaissance series. But let's go ahead and get into it a little bit. I'm not going to count out all these various blocks, but you can pause the video and take a look at this if you want, okay? Essentially, this looks a lot more complicated than it is. This box right here is your main box. This part is a porch, and then you've got a little section that juts out here and a little section that juts out there. And that is pretty much it. So, let me just clear this stuff out so it's not in our way. And let's just grab a couple materials we're going to need. We're going to probably want some dark oak. Why did I grab that twice? Let's just grab a few things. I need dark oak planks. There we go. And I think that should be basically everything we need right now. So let's go ahead and get to building. I'm going to put 15 minutes on the clock starting right now. So the first thing we'll want to do is take these posts and bring them up 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking 4 high. Just like so. And we're going to do that with all of them except for this little outer portion right here that's going to be the deck. Because those are only actually going to need to go up 1 high. There we go. Oh, there we go. Then we'll take these guys, and we'll just bring them up 1 high. Now, this house is elevated by 1 block, so you don't have to go in and mess with a whole bunch of random stuff, okay? So, let's go ahead and just quick lay down the deck. It won't take long. And this just kind of wraps around the house, and this will help give us kind of an idea of the whole shape of the house and all that kind of good stuff, all right? So we'll have this porch that kind of comes around the side like so. There we go, right? Wraparound deck, always a good thing. Next, and actually, I'm thinking I changed my mind about something. I want this to be oak instead, I think. There goes like half my time limit right there. That's okay. All right, let's just go ahead, clear this back out. I think I want oak floors in here. In the other series, in Life in the Woods, when I built this, well, it wasn't this exact house, but it was very, very similar. The dimensions of this one are a little bit different, just a little bit bigger. But when I built this house last time, I pretty much only had dark oak and spruce to work with, and I think I prefer the look of oak and spruce. I think I like this better. So, there we go. We've got something going like that. Now, let's take spruce planks and fill in this whole area right here. Nope. We'll just go ahead and do that. Oop. There we go. And we're pretty much just drawing a line around this whole thing, right? And we can fill in these areas as well. Maybe it might help you kind of connect the dots in your head a little bit better as well if you kind of do this part first, just to see kind of how the whole house is shaped, right? Something like this. Okay. So then we'll go ahead and do the same over here. And here. And there. And here. Oop. Oh, come on. And finally, this little bit right there. There we go. Okay, so that part's good. Now, I'm thinking right about let's see. Let's grab some spruce stairs. We're going to put in some windows here. I'm thinking this level right here, maybe, will be our window level. That seems to be about the right height. Yeah, that's good. And then let's just knock out space here for a door. I'll go ahead and replace that with oak, since that's going to be an oak stair. And then I think right here, we'll put a window as well. And then this can just be flush with the wall. That's fine. So we'll have something along those lines. That looks pretty good. Now, in here, we'll probably want windows like so. I'm just trying to work out all the sides and things like that. And I think I actually want to build this up one higher. Oop. There we go. Because we want the windows sitting on top. Or we're going to have a roof that wraps around this whole thing. And holy cow, I'm already 4 minutes. I might run out of time on this one. That's okay. We'll find out. There we go. All right, so we get something going like that. Now, I think we'll put a window right here. And right here. And right there. And right there. Okay, so a couple of windows. Maybe here we put a nice big 3-wide picture window. Here we'll put a couple of little windows. Here maybe we put a window like that, and that all looks pretty good, right? Yeah, I think I'm good with that. In fact, let's actually swap this out for a larger picture window. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now we need to do the floor in here, and I think I'm just going to use oak planks because it'll be a little faster. But realistically, if you're doing this in survival, you'll probably want to use oak slabs, just because they don't cost quite as much. There we go. We'll just get this all filled in like so. There we go. All right. Then we'll take oak, we'll take spruce logs and bring them across like this. And like so. There we go. This seems off-centered to me. Why does this seem off-centered? Is it because it is off-centered? Huh. Okay. Well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine like that. And it's not a big deal. We could even bring that down a little bit just to add some extra detail to the house. And then we'll want to take our oak slabs and fill in this ceiling bit up here. And that's going to create a pretty cool effect with the logs when we go back inside. You'll see it in a minute here. There we go. Almost done with this. There we go. All right. Now let's just grab some torches and some glass panes real quick, just so you guys can see. And I'll put a couple of torches inside the house, maybe torches all around this middle pillar. And that should be good. Okay. And then we'll fill in our glass panes. I'm just using regular glass panes. You can use stained glass if you'd prefer. Doesn't really make a difference. It's completely up to you. And there we go. That should be good. I think, actually, I changed my mind. I want this to be a picture window as well. Just a big one. So we'll have something that essentially looks like this, right? And all very, very simple. And then we'll put maybe a dark oak door right there to get inside the house. All right. Now comes the tricky part. This is where it gets a little more complicated. So this is our main portion of the house right here. Okay? So we're going to have a roof that comes up here. And here. All right. And then we're going to have a couple of other little bits that kind of come off of this roof. And that's where this house gets a little bit more complicated than you would at first think. So let's just build this up, and it should come to a nice, simple corner like that. We'll build up this roof shape the same way. Come on. There we go. Same over here. We're just basically building this up to a nice point. There we go. Like so. Like that. And slabs. And then we'll take these dark oak slabs all the way across like that. Here, this is going to come out and do essentially the same thing. Right? Like so, except it will go up to a shorter point. Like this, with the slabs. And then it'll wrap around again here. And this part will come out and up as well. So we'll have yet another thing on this house, another triangular corner sloped roof. And then right here, that'll come across as well. So essentially, this is kind of the shape of the roof. And then for this part, I think we'll just go ahead and use the spruce. This should be fine. We'll just block the back off with spruce logs. And we're just kind of covering up these gaps, where the rest of it really doesn't matter. It's just basically covering up the holes so you can't see it from outside. Now, there is a lot of storage space up here that you could certainly make use of. It's definitely there. I'm not going to focus on it in this build, simply because of time constraints. Like, I only have 5 minutes left, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to finish this roof in that time, much less do the whole furnishings and all that kind of stuff. But we'll try. We'll get done what we can. The hardest part of a roof is getting the right shape down to begin with. Getting that initial shape is without a doubt the hardest part. And I'm just going to throw down some torches up in here. Doesn't matter at all because you can't see any of that. But I'm just going to throw some torches up in here for, the sake of having them. I mean, actually, I've got mob spawns turned off in this world now that I think about it, so that was completely pointless, but whatever. You know what? Maybe we will end up with time to do something with the attic, and if so, it will be nice to have the light so I can see what I'm doing, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, so we get something going like that, and then that will come out like there, I think. And we could potentially do something like this as well. If we think it would be better. That's not bad. That's not terrible. I don't hate that. Maybe we'd be better off going like this, though. Just see. What do we think of that? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't have time to mess around with the roof a whole lot anyway. So for now, I'm just going to bring this up like so, and you can do with it whatever you'd like. Because I've got like 2 minutes left. Oh man, where does the time go? Where does the time go? Holy cow. Okay. So there is that roof. And then what we need to do next is grab ourselves some dark oak fences, I think. And essentially, we're just going to make a railing around here. These ones will go away. And we need some spruce logs as well. Because there's going to be a couple spots where we'll want to put down spruce logs like this. I'm thinking here. and maybe like here. And then we'll just take these dark oak, things like that. And then right here at this guy and that guy, we're just going to put down slabs, and that way there's a way to get up and in. Speaking of in, let's do like the world's quickest interior right here. So I'm just going to put a furnace and a thing down there. We'll throw a bed right here, which is great because you have a nice view of the sunset possibly, depending on how you position the house. And maybe we'll throw down a couple of chests over here with some trap chests as well. And then, oh man, time. And then maybe over here there's like a little couch area type thing, right? Little couch and dark oak slabs. And a little coffee table. Sure, that's good. And then I've got like 30 seconds left, so I'm just going to bone meal the area around the house very lazily. Yes. Like so. And you know what? I think... Oh, do I have time to get a little bit of a path in here? Maybe. You know what? I'm going to call that one done at 14 minutes and 58 seconds. I mean, obviously, you'd want to develop this path a little bit more and probably bring the path out on this side as well. You know, I mean, this is all landscaping at this point, so it really doesn't matter because the house itself is finished, but just, you know, to kind of give you an idea. And probably break up the path a little bit too, just so it doesn't look quite as, you know, you want it to look like it's a path that's made from walking on it repeatedly, not necessarily a path that was actually like built, if that makes any sense at all. The other thing that I might recommend doing would be like right here on this top part of the house, maybe throw like a window up there. And probably, well, this side really doesn't need it because that side doesn't have this giant open face. But probably like right here, throw a window just to break that area up a little bit. But guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.